Welcome to Plus 254 Legal Discourse, where we break down legal topics that matter most to you. Today we're exploring the rapidly growing short-term rental industry in Kenya, fueled by platforms like Airbnb. While these rentals are popular for their flexibility and income potential, they also face unique legal and regulatory challenges. What are the laws governing short-term rentals in Kenya? How can hosts ensure compliance? Stay tuned as we unpack these questions and more. Short-term rentals are properties such as apartments, villas, or serviced flats that are offered to guests for temporary stays, typically lasting a few days to weeks. Unlike traditional leases, these arrangements are categorized as licenses, granting personal rights to guests but not creating any interest in the property. Platforms like Airbnb have transformed this industry, allowing property owners to connect with travelers quickly and efficiently. However, with this convenience comes the need for regulatory compliance. In Kenya, the short-term rental industry operates under several legal frameworks, including the Tourism Act of 2011. Here are some key requirements for hosts. First, all short-term rental properties must be registered with the Kenya Tourism Regulatory Authority. This includes an application fee of 1,000 Kenyan shillings and an annual license fee, 26,000 Kenyan shillings for serviced apartments, for example. Second, hosts must obtain a single business permit from the county government, which typically costs about 10,000 Kenyan shillings. Third, Section 98 of the Tourism Act requires an environmental impact assessment license for short-term rental properties. This ensures that operations are environmentally sustainable. Finally, short-term rental income is subject to several taxes, including income tax, which ranges between 10 and 30%, digital services tax, which is 1% of gross revenue, value-added tax, where hosts with an annual turnover exceeding 5 million Kenyan shillings must register for and charge 16% VAT, and a tourism levy, which is 2% of gross receipts to the Kenya Tourism Board. Despite the growing popularity of short-term rentals, the sector faces significant regulatory gaps and challenges. There's a lack of a unified framework. Unlike traditional rentals, there is no single comprehensive legal framework governing short-term rentals in Kenya. Low compliance rates are another issue, as many hosts fail to register with the Kenya Tourism Regulatory Authority or pay taxes, partly due to a lack of awareness and clear guidelines. Ambiguities in classification also pose a problem. The Tourism Act mentions serviced apartments and homestays, but doesn't clearly define short-term rentals listed on platforms like Airbnb. This creates confusion about what licenses and permits are required. Until a unified framework is developed, compliance will remain inconsistent, leaving hosts vulnerable to penalties for non-compliance. Operating a short-term rental without proper licensing or tax compliance can lead to serious legal repercussions, including fines and penalties for operating without a license or failing to remit taxes, brand infringement for misusing logos like Airbnb's without being an official host, which is a violation of intellectual property laws and can result in costly lawsuits and consumer protection violations. Making false claims about affiliation with Airbnb or other platforms can lead to fines of up to 1 million Kenyan shillings and imprisonment under the Consumer Protection Act. While compliance may seem burdensome, it offers significant benefits, including legal security, as operating within the law protects hosts from legal challenges, enhanced credibility, as guests are more likely to trust and book with registered properties, and streamlined tax deductions, as tax compliance enables hosts to claim allowable deductions, reducing taxable income. Compliance isn't just a legal obligation, it's a way to build trust and grow your business sustainably. To support the growing short-term rental industry, Kenya needs to implement a unified regulatory framework that defines short-term rentals clearly, streamlines licensing and registration processes, provides clear tax guidelines, and encourages public awareness and education for hosts. Such measures will foster compliance and ensure that the sector contributes to Kenya's economy while protecting both hosts and guests. Short-term rentals offer immense opportunities for property owners and travelers alike. However, navigating the legal and regulatory landscape is crucial for success. By adhering to licensing, tax, and safety requirements, hosts can operate confidently while contributing to Kenya's tourism sector. Thank you for tuning into Plus 254 Legal Discourse. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have questions or experiences to share about operating short-term rentals in Kenya? Drop them in the comments below. See you in the next video.